recording. I'll be right back. Man, that sun's bright. I'll tell you that. Really fucking bright. And I'm standing right in the shot of it. It's right there. Anyways, I need some light for this video. If I'm not standing in the sun at all, I'm just gonna be a figure standing here doing this. Maybe you're just listening to this so you don't care too much about the visual appeal of this whole video, but I'm the one making this video, so I gotta care about something here. But anyways, man, how the hell are you? I mean, seriously, how the hell are you? I'll tell you what, I'm feeling pretty good. It's a beautiful day out here. I mean, I think this is the perfect weather. I mean, this is like mid-70s, it's sunny, it's kind of like late afternoon. And, I mean, there's no humidity out here, really. It's super nice. This is my favorite time of the year, by the way, fall. Fall has always been my favorite time of the year. I'm really more of like a fall and winter guy if I think about it. I've never been super stoked about summer. Yes, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I've never been a summer guy. I like summer for like 4 weeks and then it kind of sucks. It's just hot and you're just sweaty all the time. You know, you're walking around with swamp ass. It doesn't matter how cool you dress. You're always hot, you know. And doing anything outside when it's hot, unless you're by a body of water, like a lake or a river, which thankfully where I live, there's a lot of those things around. I mean, come on, man. Stop coping. Let's be real with yourselves. Let's be real with ourselves, man. And so that's a reason why I asked. It's like, how the hell are you? Because if you aren't doing good, be honest about it. You know, be upfront about it. Tell the truth. Don't sit there and, you know, just kind of make it up in your head that you're okay. Because you can convince your mind all day, but you can't convince your body. And you know, your mental health can get so bad to a point where it will start to affect your body. And once it starts to affect your body, then, you know, I'm telling you, man, that's when you know that, you know, you're not well. You've been neglecting the things that you know deep down inside matter and that you should be focusing on for a long time. You don't want to get to that point. You know, you don't want to get to that point. But let me tell you this. Listen, if you're not feeling good right now, if you feel like shit, if your mind is all over the place and you're just experiencing this wide spectrum of emotions, be real about it, man. It's okay. Life is not easy. Life is a lot of ups and downs, a lot of trial and error. You're going to have good days and bad days. And a lot of life, honestly, a lot of it is just mundane. It's mundane. A lot of life is just fighting the mundane. You're fighting just the boring aspects of life, you know? And you're always kind of looking for this way to bring excitement into your life without really knowing how to do it properly. That's why I think a lot of people are just, you know, they have addictions. You know, they do a bunch of drugs. They're alcoholics. You know, they watch a bunch of porn. You know, whatever the case is. The list goes on. It's because they're just trying to look for a way to break themselves out of this cage that they're in, this metaphorical cage. And so, I mean, the reality is, you know, we have to make the lives we want. Nobody is coming to save us. Nobody. Not me, not you, okay? Whoever you are, you're the only person that you can save yourself. I know that what I just said right there was kind of a contradiction, but it wasn't meant to come out like that. All right? I'm the only one that can save me. You are the only one that can save you. I'm not coming to save you. I know nobody's coming to save me, okay? Trump isn't going to save you. Kamala isn't going to save you. No politician's going to save you. Shit, man, you can't even rely on your own sheriff saving you. Or your friends. Though you should have reliable people in your circle. And that's honestly a whole other topic. But going on what we're saying here, you have to shape the life you want. It's up to you. And it's a day-to-day conscious effort that you have to put the work into. And if you aren't doing it, well, that's why you have the life you have now. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's why, you know, you're waking up and, you know, you're dissatisfied. It's why a bunch of people are waking up and they're dissatisfied. And so, you know, and instead of facing the things and doing the things that they know they should be doing, you know, they just numb themselves. They numb themselves with porn, alcohol, drugs, you know, whatever the case is. I just basically talked about that because their lives suck. You know, their lives suck. You know, one of the biggest things right now on the internet, it's like one of the loudest things, is NoFap. And listen, man, I'll be real with you. I've been somebody that has experimented with this thing called NoFap before. And I can tell you what, that it does have some benefits. It does. You feel more energized, you know, you have a higher libido. You know, you just feel good. It doesn't feel good to watch, you know, strangers fuck each other on screen and then you jerk off to it. But the thing is that you got this thing that is so loud right now online. It's making guys think that they, you know, they have an addiction or something like that. And maybe you do have an addiction. You know, maybe you do have a problem with porn. But if you're finding yourself, you know, just going online and just watching that kind of stuff and doing that, it's probably because your life is just kind of lame. You probably don't have any intimate relationship with a woman. You probably don't have a bunch of friends. You know, and you're probably not doing anything with your day that is exciting or interesting to you. You know? So, you know, like, by the end of the day, when you're done with your day, the idea and the thought of watching strangers fuck on screen is just stupid. You know? But the root of all things, good or bad, all right? It's good or bad, is desire. And until you kill desire, you're not going to get rid of this problem. You're just not. You know? It's desire. It's desire. I was checking something down there, making sure my car is still parked, nobody towed it. So desire, man. You know, we desire things in this life, good or bad. It should be good. You know, you desire sex. You probably desire to have a relationship with a beautiful woman. And, you know, you have those moments together. Well, if you don't have that and you're not trying to actively pursue that thing to get that thing in your life, yeah, dude, you're going to watch porn. You're going to jerk off. You know, I'll tell you what, man, I'll be real with you. I love ass. I love titties. I love vagina. All right, I'm a man. I'm a heterosexual man. Dude, I have my own struggles. All right? I'm not making this video to come at you, you know, like I'm above you or anyway. making this video to understand myself as maybe you're watching this video to understand yourself. This is nothing about me elevating myself above you in any way. And so, I've spent a lot of time wasting time. And, maybe one of the reasons I came up here to film at this college is because I used to go to this college. I'm kind of in a secluded little corner here where it's just me. But I used to come to this college. I used to go here. I went here for like 2 years, about a year and a half. And I'll tell you what, this was one of the most confusing and lost times of my life thus far. I was lonely. I had no friends. I definitely didn't have any girls in my life. All right? And I was just kind of going to school, not really sure what I was doing. Thankfully, I had a merit scholarship, so none of it was paid for. But I remember being so lost here, man. I also wasn't 21 at the time, so I couldn't go out to bars and do all these things. This kind of school here, it's not really a social school, It's not like a university, it's a community college. And I remember during these days, man, I would just find every excuse to just go drive around. I'd drive around in my car, burning gas in my car. I barely passed some of my classes. I don't even know how I got through it, honestly. There were so many weird days and weird moments and weird places I went to in my head. And I look back and I know why. It's because I was alone. I was alone. I didn't have anybody really. I had my folks. I had my sister. I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. I had at the most like 3 close friends. I was pretty reclusive growing up. I was quite reclusive. I remember, geez, man, I could go on. But if I did, it would make this video too long. But I just remember moments, where I'd really just shutter myself away and isolate myself from the people around me, whom I could have formed, great connections with. But the past is the past. I can't pontificate too much on that. It's only a lesson. But, I look at that and I look at this time, they're connected, They're connected. Those few friends I had, they all left. They all went to, different places. Yeah, one went to another college in Oregon. One ended up leaving. He had to go back to the Philippines because that's where he was from. One of them went to college in Utah that I actually ended up going to. Funny. Just never heard of that guy again. I don't know where he went. Don't know where he's at. It looks like he probably changed his number. I actually just moved back from Utah, being there for 2 years. And so, here's the thing, man. I can sit here, I can be sad. I can play victim. I can, point fingers, but there is nobody to point fingers at. There's nobody to blame. Nobody that did me wrong. There's none of that. It's all here. It's me. And if it's you've had a similar experience in your life thus far, it's you. And maybe you did have some challenges. Maybe you did have some disadvantages. I'm not saying that you can't share your frustrations or you can't share your grievances, but ultimately, at the end of the day, the past is written. The future's not written, and it's all in your control. Sometimes you got to be dissatisfied with your past to have a great future. Because how would have you had known? You got to experience some bad to know what's good. And oftentimes, what we really want is right there. It's right there. It's right in front of us. And what separates us between that is very minimal. But we have it so made up in our minds that it's this big grand thing. When all you really have to do is put one step in front of the other, you ask the question, you make the move, you get the number. Maybe it doesn't work out, but at least you prove to yourself that you can make it work out in some way. And you now have the confidence to try it again. Life is a numbers game. So anyways, man, you know, living back here in my hometown after being away for 2 years, it's given me some perspective. I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. And so coming back to this place that I grew up, 12 years of my childhood, from 12 on, you know, it's given me, it's just given me some perspective, you know. And I grow to appreciate it more. And I can also happily say that I'm not a loner, you know. I have friends now. I have a social life now. I have people that I can call up and hang out with. I have my best friend of almost my whole life. He's living here now. You know, that's like a pipe dream compared to where I was at 5 years ago. And so I don't have everything I want. I have a lot of work to do. Okay, I'm nobody that's perfect. Not even close. Nobody's perfect, and I don't have everything I want, you know. I have a lot of work to do, and that's okay. That's what makes life exciting. That's what the journey's all about. I'm thankful that I don't have everything I want right now, because if I did, God only knows what I'd be. I probably wouldn't be the guy I am. And I probably won't be the guy that I'll end up being. That, you know, gosh, I'm losing my train of thought here. You get what I'm saying now. I won't be the guy that I'll become, you know, through it all, through this whole journey. That's life, that I've been on, that we've all been on, and that we will continue to experience going forward. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. I think I got to end this here soon and get on with my day. I don't want to waste too much time, because I just talked about wasting time. I don't want to bore you either, but I hope this was a helpful and informative video for you. And I hope it was maybe relatable to you too. That's my goal here with this channel. It's just to help you out. To help myself out. And see where things go. Peace and blessings. Take care.